everyone. Calling to order our regular Tuesday night meeting for October 9, 2012. We will open with invocation given by Commissioner Holberg, and the pledge will be led by Commissioner Todd.
Please rise. Let's bow our heads, please. Father, we're here today to ask for your blessings and guidance in the performance of our duties as elected officials. We pray for strength, love, knowledge, and understanding. Help us to recognize and solve the problems that are presented. Make our solutions fair and just to the best interest of everyone. Help us to overcome our shortcomings and keep us united as a team to work for the betterment of the city and its people. We pray in your name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There she comes.
Connie is being recognized.
Under presentation of delegations, first we would like to recognize Connie Hendricks of Central Services Department as September 2012 Strongest Link Award recipient.
Madam Chair. I'm going to do like Bill, Madam Chair, Commissioners. Let's all take a picture of Keller.
I thought Connie worked for Keller.
You want to?
No. I work for him now.
Yeah. No, it gives me great pleasure, and I'm honored to recognize Connie. She has really stepped up and done an outstanding job for us. And even when she got sick, I mean, she was calling, wanting something to do. Bring me some work home. Bring me something. Have the guys drop me something by. And even behind the mask, you could always just see, you could feel her smile. And when you kind of walk down the hallway and look over to the left where she's at there, everything else just really isn't important, you know. It's kind of cool. So she's done an outstanding job. She's been with the city 24 years, and 345 more days. What is it, you're counting? And she still serves on the retirement board as the employee representative, and steps up and does whatever's necessary. So I'm really pleased that everybody, my peers, voted for her when Johnny Stevens, our office manager, she nominated Connie for it. So anyway, it's been a while since the department's won one, and I'm really pleased and honored. We know we love you, and we'll do whatever we can to help you, and I'm honored to give you this. Yeah, you get to tote that bag.
Hang that around my neck.
Okay, this is your time to say something.
Oh, wow.
You want me to hold it?
Yes, please.
I told you it was heavy.
Wow. Oh, I'm glad that Ray got here in time.
But you know, there's not many times when I'm speechless. But yeah, this was kind of one of them. I was in awe that Miss Johnny nominated me, and if you read what she said, I'm not real sure who she's talking about because she really made me sound great. But I've been here 24 plus years, and like I said, you know, I've got 345 more days till I reach that milestone. Not that I'm going anywhere, because I'm still young, or I still like to think I'm young. But we've been here through many administrations and seen many changes. But it's always been an honor, because I always know that I have everybody's support, and that no matter what, and no matter what comes your way, you step up and you go with it. You just play with the cards that you're dealt. And I'm just blessed to still be here, and I'm just thankful, and thank you all. I'm very honored. Thank you.
Do you want to introduce your family, Connie?
There's my husband, Billy. That's my baby girl, Emerlyn, my son, Eric, and my best friend, Wendy, who has talking about stepping up to the plate every day since I have been sick. I mean, from day one. She's come to my house, she's cooked, she's cleaned, whatever.
Wow. Are you ever going to owe her?
Yes. So she is a true friend.
You don't have to hold that, because he likes to get a picture.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pretend like I care. All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
Connie, you well deserve it. You truly do.
like to recognize a proclamation for the centennial celebration of the Salvation Army.
Make a motion to approve the proclamation.
Second. Or third.
Motion and a second to approve. All in favor, let me know by show of hands. 6-0.
This is the man that came up to the corn dog booth the other night and says, I'm not going to buy a corn dog.
You at the corn dog booth?
I was, and you ended up cooking them, didn't you?
I tell you what, we make some good corn dogs, don't we?
Yes, they are.
Tonight we have Major Jack Butler with the Salvation Army, and it's my privilege as a member of the advisory board to work with Jack, and he loves this community. Unfortunately for us, and fortunately for Jack, I think you're retiring July of this next year. So Jack's on his last tour of duty with the Salvation Army. Tonight we're celebrating the 100-year anniversary of the Salvation Army of Griffin. And whereas a certificate dated October 12, 1912 is the first record of the Salvation Army in Griffin, Georgia, and whereas the first location of the Salvation Army was on Tinsley Street. In 1928, a new brick facility was erected at the cost of $18,000 and dedicated at 427 North 13th Street. This facility gave the Salvation Army a base from which social and religious services could be held. And whereas in 1944 the Salvation Army had a mortgage burning celebration, local dignitaries and Salvation Army leadership from Atlanta and New York joined Captain Michael Farrell and Friends of the Salvation Army in rejoicing over the burden being lifted. And whereas a dedication of the renovated corpus building and gymnasium at 427 North 13th Street was held on March 7, 1965. And whereas on July 31, 1987, a groundbreaking was held for the new thrift store at 313 North 13th Street and was completed later that year. And whereas the new Corpus and Community Center facility was dedicated at 725 Meriwether Street, Captain and Mrs. Jim Banks were the officers at the time, with Mr. Bob Stroggins was advisory board chairman. In July of 2000, construction was completed on the new 32-bed shelter, the House of Hope. And whereas in February 2009, the grand opening of the new thrift store, now known as the Family Store, was at 228 North Expressway. Now whereas on the weekend of October 14, 2012, the Salvation Army will hold its centennial celebration. Therefore, I, Cynthia Reed Ward, Mayor of the City of Griffin, urge all citizens to join me in recognizing and acknowledging the valuable work and contributions of the Salvation Army in our community over the last 100 years. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Griffin to be affixed this 9th day of October 2012. Cynthia Reed Ward, Mayor, City of Griffin, and Kenny Smith, City Manager. So I'd like to present this to you, Major Butler, and we appreciate your service and look forward to another 100 years of work here. And also, we have a special presentation. Mr. Bill Bosch has a presentation to make to you on behalf of the City of Griffin and fellow members that worked on this project. So, Mr. Bill Bosch, Director of the Electric Department.
Just real quickly, on September 28th, we had a charity golf tournament that we wanted to do something for our project share. And every year we take collections through our utility bills. We take either $1, $2, or $5 that are added to our utility bills. And then also we wanted to take the proceeds from this golf tournament that we had on September 28th and also donate that to Project Share to help people with their utility bills. So a grand total, if you would, and I'm going to have to read the check. I think it's big enough for me to read. We'd like to donate to Project Share and the Salvation Army and their 100th year, $7,357.96.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Mr. Chip.
Thank you, Chip.
And the checks. Chip, would you like to?
Thank you so much. Lord bless you. Can I keep this? I must say, I want to say to the police department and those who participated in this tournament that we are blown away. I received a phone call just about 30 minutes ago from a lady who was in tears because she's getting ready to have her electricity turned off. And I said, we have no money, but now we do, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll call this young lady and tell her she needs to come back and see our caseworker, and hopefully we can do something and make her life a little bit better. You have made people's lives better by doing this, and we certainly appreciate what you do. And we I don't know how, the words cannot express in words how much we thank you for the good work you've done and support of the Salvation Army. We're glad we have friends like you folks.
Yes, sir. We enjoyed it. We
Lord
had a
bless you.
good time.
Thank you so much.
And our goal is to double this next year.
Wonderful, that's great. And I would like to say also, thank you folks, I'd like to say that on October the 1st, 1812, right? 1912, excuse me, the Salvation Army opened its work in the Salvation Army in Griffin, Georgia. And we're dedicated to helping people, and I'm so thankful that we are going to start another 100 years. I don't want to be here the next 100-year celebration because this is about to kill me, but I'm going to tell you something. You folks have made our life in the Salvation Army a little better. We live in a wonderful community. Amen? We do. We have a great community. Corn dogs, all that going to the community. And I share with you one thing about this community. Some of you saw, and I got to get the record straight too. Some of you saw the other day in the newspaper our food pantry was bare, and the newspaper came in and did a great job, and then and all of a sudden the people of this community rallied around the Salvation Army. I'm here to report to you today that our food pantry is almost full because of the caring citizens of this community. Now, my wife got it wrong yesterday. Television station Channel 2 came and they interviewed her, and she said, "Look, we have $50,000 worth of food." It wasn't $50,000; it was $5,000. But she was so, and that's how excited we are. And we are excited to be a part of a community that's caring, and we thank all of you and the leadership that you provide to us as well, the Salvation Army. God bless all of you, and thank you again for this generous contribution and the hard work at the golf tournament. Lord bless you all. Thank you so much.
And bless you as well.
Remember your proclamation.
Oh, that's right. And the checks. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, we'd like to recognize the award of $500,000 from the Atlanta Regional Commission to the City of Griffin for the 2012 Community Development Block Grant.
Madam Chair, members of the board, Taurus Freeman, Plan Development Director. On September 28th, 2012, Toussaint, Kirk, and I attended a conference in Peachtree City where the Department of Community Affairs awarded the City of Griffin with yet another check for $500,000. This marks the fourth time in the past 5 years that we received the award. And at this time, we'd like to present the award as well as read off the certificate that we received for revitalization area strategy. Congratulations to your community participation in revitalization area strategy program as a renewal award. This certificate is presented by the Georgia Department of Community Affairs on this 28th day of September 2012, signed by Mike Beatty, the commissioner.
This is a big check night.
It is.
Madam Chair, I think we need to sort of emphasize this is $2 million we've been awarded by DCA because of our exceptional program in rehabilitating old parts of the city, and I think our Community Development Department really has done an outstanding job leading this. So, Taurus, great job, continuation of what's been going. So.
I wish I could take the credit, however I cannot. I'd like to thank Alan Smith, our consulting firm, and Dr. Brent Keller for all their work that they have helped do in the past regarding this award.
And this will be the will this be the area Realty Street, North Avenue?
It's North Hill going west, and it'll finish up on North Hill Street, and the next go around will cross over on North Hill Street and then go to the east.
Okay.
And for the record, that's $2 million from the DCA. The City of Griffin's put approximately $800,000 up to the match, which is a great improvement in the water infrastructure and sewer, and it keeps us in compliance with new water lines. So it's a real good situation for the City of Griffin to be in.
Good job.
Thank you, Tony.
Excellent.
Okay, next we'll move, review financials for August 2012.
Good evening, Commissioners, Madam Chair.
Good evening.
Any questions on the financials? Cut right to the questions if we have any.
Tracking well. Again, I like that.
That's very early on to the year, so.
One question I have is the auditor's been up there. Are they about done? Have you heard any feedback or anything?
No news is good news, and I believe they're on their way out, so they've been here for a short stay. So until I hear anything else, then no news is good news.
Yeah.
They usually tell you.
I typically have my feelers out. Okay, are you picking up on anything? Do I need to adjust anything? So they've been mum, so.
They don't even ask you questions?
Oh, I'll get the big questions towards the end. When they send me the document, do you know of X, Y, Z? Those are my questions. The staff's handling everything else.
Oh, okay. So that's why, that's tough, isn't it? It's kind of like the wife waiting for the bank statement to come in and the husband to come home. It's tough.
You know, when my wife was an auditor, she had a sign on the wall that said the auditors are those who come in after the battle's lost and bayonet the wounded. So.
There you go.
Oh, that was the lawyers.
Go ahead.
Are you being audited?
Yeah, we were doing, I think, ours were visiting the exact same time theirs was visiting, so, you know, it's like you're just sitting there waiting and hoping that they don't come talk to you at all, because usually that's a good sign.
Well, I keep knocking on their door and bothering them. So do you have anything? Do you have anything? Did you pick up anything?
You just want to get it over with.
That's right.
Anybody haven't got any questions about anything?
Looks great.
No, it looks
Okay.
square.
Okay, thank you, Marcus.
Great, thank you.
At this time, the chairperson opens the floor to comments from the audience. Comments should relate to a specific agenda item not listed on the agenda for a public hearing, or to a concern within the jurisdiction of the city. Commission meetings serve the purpose of conducting city business and are not a forum for the unlimited expression of opinion. The chairperson reserves the right to limit comments to matters germane to city business and may refer speakers to the city manager or other staff for resolutions. Having said that, is there anyone to my left that would like to come forward and address the board? Is there anyone on the right that would like to come forward and address the board? Okay, we'll move into our public hearing. I would like to receive comments regarding a request for a variance from Article 605F, General Architectural Standards of the City of Griffin Unified Development Code to reduce roof from 612 pitch to a flat roof for the property located at 651 East College. Planning and Director Services, Horace Freeman will address.
Madam Chair, the Planning and Development staff have reviewed the request and recommend denial. However, while looking at the request as stated in your staff evaluation, it will not cause any detriment to the surrounding properties, nor will it cause any harm to the surrounding properties along each College Street. However, the applicant did today request an addition to the variance request for a flat roof on a room addition. Also, a variance on the flat roof on a 6 by 18 foot screen porch on the south side of the house. The applicant, Mr. Harvey Pinkleton Development, and the property owner are here today as well to answer any other questions.
Okay, this is a public hearing. If someone that would like to come forward and address the board concerning this, please do so now.
I'm Harvey Pilkington with Pilkington Construction, and I'm here as agent for Al Brighthouse. He's a homeowner. And the one mistake that Tara said, it's a 16 by 18 screen porch that we would like to add to our variance. We went out today, I think, Tara took pictures of other houses around across the street, all have some flat roof additions on it, so we think, and ours is on the back of the house. We want to put we had an architect to figure out and draft several different roof pitches on here, but they all were detrimental to the house, putting dead valleys in it and sticking up above the front peaks, and so the flat roof was the only architectural satisfaction we could get to make this work on the back of the house for his media room. And today we asked him to add to that on the other side of the rear of the house a 16 by 18 screen porch that will from the rear be kind of symmetrical to the addition we already asked him for.
Okay.
I have
Go ahead.
Harvey, can you state your address, please, just for the record?
My,
We know you live here. but-
357 Odell Road, Pilkington Construction.
I went out and looked at this when I saw this, because I thought, surely there must be a way to get a pitch roof, and I met Harvey out there and looked at it, and I have to concur, there's no way around what they want to do. And, and this is kind of what I decided. These folks moved here a year or so ago, bought a big house there. They're spending lots of money, they've gutted it, and I don't know how much you're spending, it's not my business, but totally renovating it. They want to extend the rooms, make the house bigger so they can increase the tax base and pay more property taxes.
Yes, it's gonna be nice.
They can't do a pitch, they want to do this, it's the only way it can work, and I agree with that. It's not visible from the street, and it's on a 1-acre wooded lot, so it doesn't bother the neighbors, so anybody wants to add on their house and pay more property taxes, I say bless them. That's my bottom line.
This is right across the street from my parents' house, and my parents are your neighbors, but I had no problem with this. You know, I felt the same way. We got several houses that were purchased and having some nice renovations done, and they themselves have a flat roof. Their whole sunroom is flat roof, and they have the screen porch on the back too, and it looks nice. So I know that this will blend in well with that house. So I have no problem with it.
Thank you. Again, this is a public hearing. Is there anyone that would like to come forward and address this issue? Okay, thank you. Next, we'll move to our consent agenda. Consent agenda.
Madam Chair, if there are no objections, I would move that we approve the entire consent agenda as published, and with the exception of one small correction on the minutes, which was passed out prior to the meeting.
We need to take them separately, if you don't mind.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Okay, consider approval of the minutes of the regular scheduled meeting on September 25th, 2012, and minutes of the workshop on September 25th.
You want them separated too? Okay, I move we approve both sets of the minutes of September 25th with this very minor correction that was passed out prior to the meeting.
I second.
You weren't here, Ms. Todd.
Was I here?
You were absent. You were.
Oh, I was at Cape Cod, wasn't I?
Okay, Ryan seconded it. I have a motion and a second to approve item 6 of the minutes with the corrections. All in favor, let it be known by show of hands.
Okay, then,
0.
I mean, I
1.
approve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for calling that to my attention. I'd forgotten all about that trip.
We talked about you.
Consider second and final reading of an ordinance amending the code of Griffin, Georgia at Chapter 6, Alcohol Beverages, Article 2. Licenses Section 642C. Location restrictions for package sales by adding West McIntosh east of U.S. Highway 1941 North Expressway to its intersection with Old Atlanta Road as a corridor on which package sales of distilled spirits may be located.
Madam Chair, I move we approve on second and final reading.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 6, 2, 0. 6, 2.
You got 7. So you got
5-2.
6-2.
5, 2, 0.
There you go.
No problem with addition tonight.
This is one time I didn't vote twice.
Okay, all right. That's why you don't want to. Okay,
Number
we'll move
6.
into our regular agenda. Consider approval of a request of a variance from Article 605F, General Architectural Standards of the City of Griffin Unified Development Code, to reduce the roof from a 6-12 pitch to a flat roof for the property located at 651 East College.
Madam Chair, I move we approve the new, variance, which includes the second roof as presented.
I second.
I have a motion and a second to approve. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Consider awarding bid an agreement with McElroy Incorporated for sidewalk construction in the amount of $205,144.55 for the 2008 Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax SPLOST project.
Madam Chair, I move we approve this bid, which was a low bid.
Second with a question. Which streets are these? This is Maple Drive, Beck Street, from 12th and 12th and Halliburton.
Which ones?
12th.
Halliburton, Beck,
Maple Drive?
I didn't bring the list.
The last group we talked about.
Right.
Okay.
From January, the beginning of this year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Consider task order form in accordance with the master service agreement with Paragon Consulting Group for Shoal Creek C&D grading project for dredging material from Heads Creek Reservoir in the amount of $51,325.
Madam Chair, I move we approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Consider purchase of a pipeline television inspection system from Atlas Inspection Technologies, LLC, in the amount of $119,050 for use in the Stormwater Division.
I move we approve. I have a question.
Second.
I have a motion and a second.
Is this a new, updated system compared to the old camera systems? Is this a newer, better one?
This system is, designed for stormwater. It's on tracks. It's actually a large system camera. It goes in large pipes where our sewer cams are only designed for stormwater.
So it doesn't replace the sewer cam?
No, this is for stormwater. The other camera system is in the wastewater department.
This is paid out of the stormwater utility?
That's correct.
You never had one before?
Not in stormwater. They're requiring us to inspect lines next year. We have to permit.
Storm drain stuff that the littler one won't do?
No.
Okay, got it.
Okay. All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Okay, consider purchase of,
Approval, number 12.
okay, consider approval to purchase of Ford F-150 pickup truck from Speedway Ford in the amount of $22,984.92 for the Public Works Department and surplus of Ford Ranger unit number 604.
Move we approve.
Okay.
I have a motion and a second to approve. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Consider approval to purchase the F-250 pickup truck from Speedway Ford in the amount of $23,374.38 for the Public Works Department.
I move we approve.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Consider for approval to amend the City of Griffin's fiscal year 2013 operating and capital budget in the amount of $2,500 to revise the space need assessment master plan revision at 1012 North Hill Street, Thomas Property, per bid 08125, as revised on August 29, 2012.
I move we approve. I have a question for Bill.
Second.
I have a motion and a second.
Are we getting close to building a building there, or where do you see it in the budget?
Jamie's giving us direction to have it built by the end of next year.
Oh.
Oh.
Good.
And you're gonna move,
It would be his, desire, so we have to finish up the plan, we'll present it, and, we're gonna downgrade the original plan a little bit. It'll be a little bit more efficient with the, yard, and then move on.
Well, last time we talked about this, it's been a long time ago, it was felt that putting a lot of this material on the roof would save us money. Is that still the...
Material, reword that?
Under the roof, put the equipment material under the roof would end up saving us money.
Yes, sir, we, having our equipment out in the weather, of course, Bill can attest on how much damage that does for our hydraulics and seats and everything.
Well, I'm glad you're moving ahead then, 'cause... Okay.
All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Consider the purchase of 2 Ford F-150 pickup trucks from Speedway Ford for the utility service workers in the amount of $15,548 each and 6 cents each, replacing unit number 3740 and number 3741, and declare those units surplus.
I move we approve, and I note these are 6 cylinders, which I like.
second the motion, and they're under budget by $10,903. Even better.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve. Any further discussion? All in favor, let it be known by show of hands. 7-0. Consider a resolution accepting the Spalding County Emergency Management Plan revised in May 2012.
Madam Chair, I move we approve, but I've got a question too.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve.
When I read this is short and simple. We accept their emergency management plan, the city part of it, but it doesn't mention whether their plan is the latest, updated. It's just that we accept their plan, and it's a little...
Actually, it was revised this past May 2012, and it incorporates the emergency management ordinance that you passed, giving Mr. Smith his powers in the city as part of the plan.
Okay, so that we're covered.
But
Yes,
we went
ma'am.
through this brouhaha about firearm sales, and they didn't have theirs amended in May for this change. Is that...
Firearms are not mentioned in this particular plan. This is the GEMA plan, and I didn't see firearms. I read it.
I didn't see it either.
I read it word for word, and there's no mention of firearms.
It's just the fact that we accept Mr. Smith as our emergency management. It doesn't
Exactly,
include the rest
and it
of the plan.
delineates who's in charge where and who is in support of who.
Okay, that's the way I read it.
Yes, that's the way I read it.
Okay.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, let me know by show of hands. 7-0. Consider an ordinance amending the Code of Griffin, Georgia at Chapter 58, Offenses and Miscellaneous Provisions by enacting a new Article 2, Weapons Restricting Defined Weapons from Certain Government Buildings.
I move we approve, and again, I have a question.
Second.
I have a motion and a second.
You know,
All right.
this prohibits firearms and knives and crossbows and whatever, anytime there's a meeting going on in the public building. So I could see where someone could walk into an office armed and not know there was a meeting going on somewhere in the building, which would put him in violation. So it's a little bit nebulous, if you will.
Well, actually, it's a new state law that was passed, and it's for meetings, and it's particularly aimed at this particular room when you're in session.
Well, I'm all for that, don't get me wrong. But
Well, that's the way I understood it, and the city attorney can help me if he wants to, but that's the way I read it, and that's the way I understood it. That's the way I understood it.
But what I'm saying, if somebody walked in upstairs to visit planning and zoning and they happened to be armed, which is legal, but there's a meeting on downstairs, someone could be in depending how you enforce this thing, is a little
Well,
fuzzy.
I think we're smart enough not to cost anybody that's a legal gun-toting permitted person, as long as they don't come in here when we have court or when we have a council meeting and such.
Okay.
Okay.
Will you know before they shoot?
Well,
No, but you will. We'll know soon after.
Boaz is
You're right, but that's
actually
beside the
during
point.
court, we run everybody through, just like they do at the courthouse, a metal detector before we have court, so. But we don't do it for this meeting.
Well, I just didn't want
I'm just
somebody sort of
worried for you,
innocent
Dick.
being trafficked by this.
No,
Because they walk in part of the building and yet they don't know there's a meeting going on over here.
Right, no.
yes, sir, and I don't think, as long as they didn't come in here, and I would imagine that if it worked out that they were a legal pistol-toting permitted person without knowledge of the ordinance, we would be very lenient.
Okay.
All in favor, let me know by show of hands. 7-0. Appoint 2 members to the Historic Preservation Commission.
Well, I only see one. Does anybody help me on this? One listed here.
I didn't get that.
We only had one applicant to fill the position. Staff will continuously search for another member that will be brought to you all in the near future.
Okay.
Is this one acceptable to everybody? I don't know
It
this
is to me,
gentleman.
yeah.
If he is, I move that I nominate Mr. Ron, is it R-A-H-N?
Make a motion to close nominations.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to close nominations. All in favor, let me know by show of hands.
You got a new winner.
New winner.
And if you all know anyone that would be interested, please let staff know so therefore we can contact them. Thank you.
Very good.
Do you have anything? What I have from Kenny is, the District 4 meeting will be held on Thursday, October 18th at 6:30 at Turin. He needs to know if any of us will be attending.
I will be there.
I will be there. I told him that.
Commissioner Mayar,
Left wings will be there.
Commissioner Morrow, and Okay, I'm gonna say myself.
Okay, I don't know that I will be, but, you know,
Okay.
I don't eat
All right,
much
so-
anyway. So if I'm able to go,
So-
I'll go.
What else on the other end? Okay. Okay, it's us three. Okay. All righty.
Right, the center and the left wing will be there.
Do you have anything else? Dr. Keller? Do you have anything? Commissioner Bell?
Yeah, I just want to thank the city and the police department and the fire department. Today, I carried some youth being out of school today and for a visit. And the police department and the fire department did an outstanding job on allowing the kids to come through and show them different things. And I really appreciate it. I want to just say I appreciate it. Thank you, Chief.
Commissioner Morrow?
No, thank you, I don't.
Okay.
A couple things. I assume, Phil, you're responsible for the pricing on the trucks that we received for the different vehicles, so thank you very much. It's nice to see $8,000 and $10,000 discounts on vehicles when us private sector can come nowhere close. What's that? Tell my boss. Tell your boss? Okay. And,
Good job, Phil.
Good job, Phil.
Man, that's kind of...
That's great.
That's kind of left-handed, isn't it, Phil?
And this week at the Spalding County Fair, you've got several public safety folks with the fire department out there booth. They're giving out tons of hats and getting folks interested in the CERTA, citizen response teams, and want to commend the fire department. And then the police department, they're being personable, working with citizens. A young special needs girl got kind of lost from her parents this week, and John Hayes stepped up. I think, is it John Hayes' his name? Stepped up the plate, took her, did everything he could, and found her parents and stuff. And it's just that response of caring, concern, even if they're paid as workers at the fair. Just their overall demeanor this past 5 days has been excellent, and you should be proud of every one of them, Chief. Thank you.
Bill, are we now in winter rates on electricity? Did that begin the 1st of October?
Yay.
Thank you. I will miss, right, I hate to miss the retirement party for Mark, but I have to be in Greenville, Georgia for a Workforce Investment Board meeting. So, don't need to, send me some barbecue.
That's this Friday, right?
Yes.
Will you tell everybody that that's Friday at 11 o'clock?
It is Friday at 11 o'clock at the police department, and Alvin's Barbecue is catering, and it's celebrating 25 years for Mark Ward, who is retiring. Is that good?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay.
That's
I don't have anything.
I move we adjourn.
Yes.
All in favor, let me know by show of hands. 7-0.